Konnichiwa, and welcome to Tsuki no Ame, where we try Japanese snacks and treats. Today we have a very special episode from Tokyo Treat. If you're familiar with Tokyo Treat, you might already know this. If you've been on the channel, you might already know this. If you're new, first of all, hi, welcome, thank you for joining. But every month, Tokyo Treat sends us some sort of noodle dish. More often than not, it is ramen. But I always look forward to this because there are so many different varieties out there, and at least where I'm at, where I am in the US, I can't find most of them. They're not available. So it means I get the chance to try something that I otherwise just wouldn't. So I look forward to this so much every single time. So this is this month's noodle dish. They are calling this Spooky Spicy Ramen. So this is apparently a beef-based broth, and it is spicy, and that's all they're really telling me about the flavor. One thing that I do appreciate, though, is that on the page in the culture guide, which I have right here, they have all the preparation instructions in English, so if you don't speak Japanese, you can still prepare it. It has pictures, everything laid out. So just to be able to make that easier, which I am so grateful for. To go along with our ramen, I picked this up at my local import store, Cost Plus World Market. So we have a bottle of melon creamy soda. I think this is going to be great. I am so excited to try both of these. So I'm going to go get this cooked up and we'll go from there. And we are back. So these cooked up pretty easily. Fairly straightforward. Boiling your water, throwing it in, letting it cook. I will comment, it has like this bright orange color to it. It's just kind of wild. I am really curious to see how these turned out. So with all that in mind, let's get started. Itadakimasu! Okay. Okay. Texture-wise, the noodles are nice and chewy. They're really lovely. Flavor-wise, I really wasn't smelling much off of it, which is why I didn't talk about the scent. I'm not sure how much I'm really tasting the beef, because we talk about this a lot on the channel, which is that, in English we use the word spicy and we use it meaning two different things. There is spicy as in flavor, and then there's spicy as in hot. And I frequently say that I like spicy as in flavor, but when it's spicy and just hot for the sake of being hot without having flavor, I'm not okay with that. I don't enjoy that. I'm a spice wimp. I don't do well with a ton of heat. And it's one of those where, if you're going to make it hot, then it needs to be flavorful, right? This is spicy as in hot, and I'm mostly just tasting fire, which is not my favorite. I would have preferred it if there were, instead of so much fiery kick, as it says on the culture guide, I would prefer if it were flavorful, instead of just being hot. So if you're curious and you want to try it, just be aware that's what you're getting into. If you enjoy, things being hot for the sake of heat, then you might really enjoy it. But that, I would say, is definitely a prerequisite. I will say, I'm managing. I could really use a drink of something to help with, the burning on my tongue, but I am also managing to talk. So it might not be hot enough for your standards if you were a true spice hound. Um, but yeah, this I definitely prefer some of the other uh, dishes that we've been sent. So moving on to our melon creamy soda. I'm very excited for this because I need something to drink, but also I really love melon so much. It is one of my favorite flavors. So I'm very excited about this. This is really good. It's definitely a soda. You've got the carbonation there. At the same time, it is creamy, which feels so wild to me to have that, in a bottled drink. Uh, but it does. It really does have both of those. It also has a really nice, pleasant melon flavor that is just soft and sweet and mellow and everything I love about melon. If you enjoy melon, you might really like this. I've also seen it in mango. So if you get the chance to try either of these, I would highly recommend. And if you see a flavor other than that, please let me know. I'd be interested to hear about that just because this is really good. This is really tasty. I really appreciate it. Gochu-sama. So to recap, we tried our spooky spicy ramen, which mostly just tastes like fire, and I have to admit, it's not my favorite. If you enjoy things that are just spicy, hot, you might really enjoy it. But again, I was able to handle it, and I am kind of on the wimpy side. I buy my salsa, medium mild level. So keep that in mind if you're somebody who loves heat. That is coming from somebody who's at that level of spice. We also tried our melon creamy soda, which was really nice. It had the carbonation. It was nice and creamy. It had a lovely, lovely melon flavor. I am a big fan. If you are curious about those sorts of things, I would highly recommend. This is something I went to an import store and I found it and it was fun. I highly recommend just trying that if you're curious about these sorts of things. A lot, despite the noodles, a lot of things turn out better than you think. And it's always fun to try things. Or at least that's what I think, hence why I made the channel. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. If you like my shirt, link for that is down in the description below. And please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Johnny.